Good morning, friends. I always do this with my arm, I don't know why. Welcome to the vlog. I just got back from dropping Ella off. My voice is kind of like in and out a little bit. I don't feel super terrible or anything, I just don't feel good. So John is at the gym, grinding it out. I'm going to hold off until Thursday. So we spent the majority of the morning signing Ella up for Camp I Am Special, which I'm super excited about. John was having to get information for me as I was filling it out. Is by far the most intense, thorough application for anything I've ever seen in my life, ever.
Which is a good thing because they're worried about our kids and...
Yeah, they like literally go over everything. So that was super fun. So fingers crossed Ella gets into Camp I Am Special for one of the weeks this summer, and then they have a day camp. So if you guys are local in like Florida area or Georgia, North Florida, all up there. Even if you're not, I will leave information for Camp I Am Special down below. They're doing signups right now, and I think it's just so freaking cool. They're set up to take care of kids that have medical issues, like medical needs, and
especially like a wide range of disabilities, everything.
It's not just an autism thing. It's literally like any special needs. So I think that is super cool. Obviously, we know some camp kids, camp counselors. They're not kids. They're all grown.
I know. Why do you keep calling them kids?
Because they're younger than me, and in my mind, they're kids.
Technically.
That's been like our morning. I'm super excited about the potential of her going to do something like that. I think it'll be great for her socially. Her behavior analyst is like pumped about it. She's doing her part of all of this as well, and teamwork makes the dream work. I just got another question. How are we handling you being home? How are we handling you being home for real?
I've worked every day since I was 18, 19, so it's like...
It's weird.
Yeah.
He helps me so much in ways that I didn't think I needed help, where I can find more time to like answer my emails and get things done that I've just never been able to get done. Owning a business is not for the faint of heart.
No.
We're like figuring like the logistics side out of everything, so that's like all of our tax stuff is now coming in, so that's been fun to work on.
Which I'll be doing a lot of that here in the next probably week or so.
The 1099s are rolling in, and that's what he helps with, because I think when people thought you're coming home to daily vlog, it's like John is in the vlogs, he's here, it's a part of our life, but like this is still very much like what I choose to share. It's not just like everyday life, and he's helping a lot on the like things that I just don't do well at, which is like
the business side of stuff and things like that.
Dealing with money and dealing with taxes and all that jazz. So I do appreciate you. That's, I think, where you're shining the most, is helping with stuff like that. Also, he's helping a lot at his last job too.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at my phone there.
Having two people here to do all the things takes a lot of the pressure off of me to do things that I just don't quite understand. I'm not like super great with like numbers, and I'm not super great with, I can't do taxes. He's really good at stuff like that. So that's a huge part of what's happening right now, is tax time. Yeah, so that's how it's going. I just got off live stream, and they're like, oh, I need marriage advice, and like, how's it going with John home? Still to be determined.
We're up and down. I mean, honestly, we have good days, we have bad days. There's days where we're like with each other, and there's days where, you know, we enjoy being in each other's company. So. And
he's been not just home with me a lot. He's been helping his mom and his aunt and the guy.
Just helping everybody I can that I couldn't before, and helping myself by going to the gym and doing those things too. So. Yeah,
it's been nice having you home for the most part.
Yeah.
Not every day though, I'm gonna be honest.
I know. There's some days I can't stand you.
Same. We're in an upswing, so check in next week.
Carrot. Uh-oh.
Sesame oil. John had a really bad time with sesame oil.
Nope. Sriracha. Hey.
Oh, those are cute. Thanks for cooking, baby.
You're welcome. I think that's ginger.
Oh. I somehow got roped into making lunch because we picked the most difficult HelloFresh meal of all time.
I'm working on other crises.
Yeah, and this guy.
If I post that, I can tag in the city of Edgewater. It won't
Work is never done. He also works for my mom too. So John just called me, and he's picking up Boo Boo from school, and he's like, hey, just so you know, because her Furby died, because this thing eats batteries like crazy. He's like, your kid is needing batteries for her Furby and she is not going to let it go, sis. So I was like, oh crap. So now I have to go get batteries. This is the story of my parenting life. Batteries. Speaking of, my battery is about to die on my camera. Of course it is. On a happy note, I don't feel as bad. I just have a cough, and the weather is stunning. I can feel the pollen just surrounding me. I love it. You're watching today's vlog. This is her daily routine. Grabs an apple, watches the vlog. Huh. Mommy secured the batteries. Cetaphil.
Yeah.
I got a face cleanser and a moisturizer. They're super cheap. If you guys struggle with dry skin, Cetaphil's great and it's affordable. And it's what I grab in a pinch. It's not my ideal skincare, but if I'm in a pinch. Also, look what I found for $3. It says hot stuff.
Couldn't see it because the sun.
It's huge too, like it's big and nice.
I don't think you compared it to the size of your head.
I did compare it to the size of my head. You shut your mouth.
Because the citrus will take that away.
This is citrus. We have peppermint in there.
Take away that sesame oil smell.
Oh man.
I have a phobia of sesame oil. Last stomach bug we had, I ate a ginger sesame salad.
Yeah.
Oh.
The smell sticks really bad, so I just cleaned the kitchen up because I made lunch because it was a little bit of a more difficult meal for our guy to cook. So he's making dinner, our last HelloFresh meal that we have. And we are big essential oil users, probably even more so now because we bought a bunch of Bath and Body Works like wallflowers and they smell amazing.
They do.
And we don't know if it's a coincidence, so don't clock me. But they ramp up our allergies so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, they smell so good, but it's just like, oh no, like they make my nose itch. I think maybe it's because our house is so small. We finished adulting today. I want to like share a personal victory of ours. As you guys know, we're in like a debt-free journey.
Yeah.
Trying to get, I've been listening to the Dave Ramsey Money Plan, I believe is the name of the book. That's a me thing. I've been listening to a lot of Audible books, but we had a huge, the reason we couldn't buy this house, there's like so many things, but the reason we could not buy this house is because we had something on our credit that was like a living, isn't that what he said? It was a living thing. I don't think we've ever talked about
There
it.
was, well, you've said it. There was roaches. That was the first issue, which it wasn't our fault. We were clean.
No, it was the whole place.
Yeah. And then
Mold.
we found mold in one of the closets.
It was black mold.
And the air conditioning unit also.
Mm-hmm.
We reported it to them probably 4 or 5 times and nothing was done.
I had maintenance in our apartment like all the time.
Yeah.
Living in an apartment was a nightmare for us. I'm sure it's not like that for everybody, but it was a nightmare. Because it looked really nice, but like the bones weren't good.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it was just, it was a mess. And they still were trying to charge us and it was on our credit. And because it was like an apartment, it didn't look good to get a mortgage. So it was like a huge thing because we technically do not own this house. We do not own this house. We pay the mortgage on this house, but my parents helped us get it. And that's just reality.
Yeah.
And we promised ourselves like we're gonna fix our credit, we're gonna get, like grow up and get all this taken care of. So long story short, we both disputed that on our credit report on Credit Karma, which if you don't have Credit Karma, you should because they're really great. And we both got it taken off our credit. So boom.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored, but Credit Karma has been great because it gives you the option to dispute stuff like that on the
straight from the app.
Yeah, and it literally like we just write a little thing and it's off our credit forever. And that was the huge thing holding us back from buying this house. It's so annoying.
Pretty much that was the one on both of our credit that
was our big stinker.
Yeah.
That was the big stinker where we were like going through the process of buying this house because we had to buy it in a certain amount of time. That really stopped us from being able to get a home loan that was reasonable with interest that was reasonable. And I don't know, we're super excited about it. I'm proud of us because we've been really being super responsible.
Yeah, it's a stepping stone to get to the next part.
Him being home, like we had to rein it in, and you don't have that guaranteed paycheck every month. We don't have the guaranteed check every month from his job, whether it was big or small. And that made us really evaluate things. HelloFresh has been great, by the way, also not sponsored, but I feel like they've taken care of a lot of our meals. I haven't gone to the grocery store in like...
Which we're going tomorrow together.
Yeah, we have to get that done. But yeah. I just want to share part of our real adulthood financial journey with you guys as well through this whole thing, because like I talked about when I did my whole pregnancy symptoms or like PMS symptoms, I've been researching it and learning about it and being a huge nerd about like numbers and stuff, and that's been a big part of like what we're doing. So there's got to be someone else out there that's trying to do the same thing we are. We're going into our 30s, our parents are getting older, we're getting older, things are changing, and this is, I think, the time in our life where we're supposed to do this.
Yeah. My voice got deeper overnight. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. It's like all of a sudden this month we've just like, I don't know, going into trying to be good, responsible, tax paying, business owning adults. So if you're doing it too, you're not alone. And know for a fact we're not alone. Oh. Because I asked for Audible books today on my Instagram, and 8 people sent me the Dave Ramsey book that I already have in my Audible thing. So I know we're not alone. That's where we're at. That's what we did today. It was an exciting day, and it feels like it probably wasn't that exciting, but it was. We will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog, a little bit older, praying, you know.
I'll still be beautiful though.
We'll be a little bit older and a tiny bit more responsible tomorrow, and you guys, it's okay to not do things like everybody else does them. Do them on your own time. Well, on that note, John's going to cook dinner.
That's right.
And we will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.